I was up very late last night, driving very far to go see a movie. And so I woke up this Friday morning and went to the first 11 a.m. showing for this movie. And I do not text and drive, but darn it, I do wish there was a Keanu Reeves angel in my car with me. Good Fortune stars Aziz Ansari and is about a well-meaning angel named Gabriel meddles in the lives of a struggling gig worker and a wealthy venture capitalist. From writer and director Aziz Ansari, whose hometown is in South Carolina, is about an hour and a half away from me, so that's really cool. We are talking his brand new film, Good Fortune. I saw the trailer of this movie, and it looked very silly, because you have Keanu Reeves playing an angel, which to me, that already seems like perfect casting, because Keanu Reeves is amazing. We all love him. And he's playing an angel with Seth Rogen and Aziz Ansari. And so from the trailer, it seemed silly. So I went in pretty open-minded. And I went, again, like I said, I went to a very early showing. There was a much older crowd in my auditorium. They seemed to really enjoy this movie. A lot of laughs. Me personally, it was okay. You know, this is a very simple comedy, very easy watch, not a classic or anything, but it has its chuckles, but I never bursted out laughing. So of course, again, the positives. Keanu Reeves as an angel. Do I need to say much? I mean, he is playing the just happy go-getter angel. He wants to do good, but he ends up doing more bad than he wants to. And you just love Keanu Reeves, just his line delivery in this movie. It's just there's a part with baby elephants, chicken nuggies, milkshakes, his performance is the funniest part of this movie, and I'm glad John Wick's over because I want to see him do more roles, comedies, romances. Just more Keanu Reeves in my lives makes it more better. So Keanu Reeves in a comedy, good thumbs up. Then you have Seth Rogen. It's Seth Rogen. I mean, it's exactly what you would think in this movie. I actually felt really bad for his character. We'll get to my negatives about that, actually. But, I like Seth Rogen. He was funny in this movie. He played a person that he learns what it's like to fight for his money and not have a be millionaire. We'll get to Aziz Ansari, but I believe this is his feature debut in directing a feature. I thought it was a very simple movie. It's got some of the most easiest, scene changes. All it is just a wipe. Down, left, right. It's the most easiest scene changers ever. But, directing-wise, when you have this talent, it is hard to direct comedy. But again, you have Seth Rogen, Keanu Reeves, and Keke Palmer, actors who have proven in the past they can do comedies. It's pretty easy in my opinion, so it was a very simply directed movie in my opinion. There was nothing fancy about it. The coloring for the movie is very good. I like the lighting a lot. Then you have Keke Palmer, which I love Keke Palmer, but they make her the love interest in this movie. And I mean the generic love interest. And I love Keke Palmer, but I want more from her. But she's good in the movie. Don't get me wrong, she's not bad. I just think for a comedy, she's hilarious in real life. She's super talented, and they make her a generic love interest. And like I said, it's not the most hilarious movie you're ever gonna watch, but it's heartfelt. It's very simple. Its messages are very easy, and the dialogue is almost too bad, honestly. When it's hey, messaging, the job market. Jobs, and it's just really bad job markets, and that's what the movie's really about. And for a person that just graduated college, I completely agree with this movie. I mean, shit, it's hard to get a job. And so for this movie to show it in a California setting, it's hard out there. So I respect the movie for doing that. Like I said, now let's get more to my negatives. With that messaging, I'm not asking for anything really deep meaning. It's a comedy. It's supposed to make you laugh. It's a very simple movie. But it very much is hey, this messaging, good people are poor, bad people are rich. I think this movie kind of does that in a bad way, honestly. So now let's get into Aziz Ansari. So his directing is fine in this movie. Me personally, I thought his performance was really, really bad in this movie. Now, he is directing himself in this movie. Everyone else, if you watch this movie, to me, is 8 or 10 above him. His line delivery felt so fake, and just there was no emotion to it at all. There's one scene that he does when he's sitting at a pool with Keke Palmer. That's the only part I'm that is acting right there. But his line delivery and his performance, I thought was really bad. Like, really bad. I'm like, ugh. I mean, again, he directed it, so, like, he already had a lot going for the movie, but maybe he shouldn't have been the lead in this movie. And speaking of that, the lead of this movie, what the script does, in my opinion, Aziz Ansari starts the movie off as the main character. And you feel bad for him because he's a guy that's basically just doing Uber Eats, delivery, all that kind of stuff. And you feel bad for him. And then you see Seth Rogen, who's a millionaire. Me personally, the whole messaging of millionaires are like jackasses and the poor are bad, are good people. I thought this movie did that really poorly because when Aziz Ansari, he's the bad guy in this movie, in my opinion. Like, when he becomes the assistant of Seth Rogen, he does something with a credit card in this movie. It's fully his fault, and Seth Rogen's response to him, I thought was valid. Seth Rogen's character, I felt way more bad for than Aziz Ansari. I was like, Aziz Ansari's a dick in this movie. And I don't want to spoil what happens in the movie, but he does something else that screws him and Keanu Reeves over because Keanu Reeves loses his wings. I thought they made the main character a dick. I wanted to see Aziz Ansari lose. I wanted to see him, like, not win in the end. I thought the movie did a really bad job if they were doing that because he's the main character. But at one point, it becomes a bromance between Seth Rogen and Keanu Reeves, which was way better of a movie, in my opinion. That was better because Aziz Ansari's performance, not good. His character kind of sucked, in my opinion. I thought Seth Rogen did nothing wrong. He was a millionaire that had a lot of money, but he was really respectful to him. He made him his assistant, and he used his credit card for not really asking him either. So they made him out to be a dick, in my opinion. I thought that was really poorly written, honestly. They made Aziz Ansari's character not likable. But again, the messaging is like, oh, millionaires are not really that good people. The poor people, they're the good people. This movie didn't really do that, in my opinion. I felt bad for Seth Rogen the entire time. I'm getting way too deep into this review. It's a comedy. It made me chuckle. It's not bursting out laughing kind of movie, in my opinion. It's very simple. It's got some heart to it for sure. The messaging is simple. It's very easy to follow. The job market sucks. Aziz Ansari's performance, not really good in my opinion. And also his script, I thought was really weird how it was structured and what he did with his main character. I just did not like, honestly. So in the end, simple movie I'll forget about in about 5 days. I'm going to give Good Fortune a C+. Again, comedy is very subjective, so some of you might find this movie hilarious. So go and see it, because we need more comedies in movie theaters, darn it. I remember 15 years ago, we had comedies like as the summer blockbuster movies. Like, I miss those time periods. Now, I do admit, I don't know what in the world this movie is doing in the middle of spooky season. Not my call, but what the heck. So I don't see this movie doing very well, but I do want to say, if you want to see a comedy in theaters, this one is heartfelt enough to where you can laugh and enjoy the characters because Keanu Reeves, we all love him. Anyway, guys, you guys enjoyed this movie review. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, everybody.